It is Empowerment Tuesday. Welcome. Do you feel empowered, or do you want to be empowered? Well, that's what I'm going to talk about this morning for a few moments. I think it's honestly a choice. It's a choice to feel empowered and motivated and grateful, or it's a choice to feel not empowered, not adequate, not worthy, and just not really enjoying life. Not achieving your goals are all parts of feeling unworthy. Now, I feel empowered. I am empowered. And I'm empowered because I do several things to achieve that. It all starts with a thought. It starts with that thought, and then it actually takes an action plan. Now, yesterday was Affirmation Monday, and what we did is do a guided meditation of affirmations. These are some of the things that are going to help you if you are feeling low motivation, not enthused about your situation, that can turn it around and make it something positive. I'm a big believer in oneness and the connection of all things. That's what this is. Sunrise Daybreakers, by the way. Welcome. Welcoming in a brand new day. That's part of it. Watching the sun come up. Having an opportunity to repeat the affirmation statements in a quiet time or a meditation opportunity. And then saying a prayer to continue to affirm these thoughts that we have and these desires and intentions that we want to see manifest in our lives and manifest in the lives of others. So routine to me is a big portion. Now, routines can be healthy or unhealthy. I happen to know that I had some very unhealthy routines. If the routine is waking up and taking that drink or that drug, that's not so healthy. So that's what I just made a statement on Facebook, Awaken Atlanta. You know, they're talking about sex addicts this morning. And, you know, I don't have a sex addiction. I never did. But the point is that I pray for those people because I want them to overcome their obstacles. I want them to break through the barriers that are holding them back. And I don't like to see people doing things that are unhealthy because I know I did it for a long time and I was very unhappy as a result of all of that. You know, and I created that reality, okay? It wasn't somebody else. I wasn't blaming. Well, there were times, they did that, so, you know, that made me mad and I did this. Oh, that did happen. You know, an exact example of that, not being empowered to overcome and accept a situation for exactly what it was when I got my DUI back in 2010. Last month, September, 9 years ago. So I blamed, at that time, my girlfriend. Oh, she made me mad. Well, it didn't help that I was under the influence of alcohol. Absolutely didn't. So what happened? I got mad. I stomped on the gas pedal. I was tearing down the street. I wasn't paying close enough attention because I wasn't aware of my, situation and where I was in time and space. Next thing I know, I'm blowing through a stop sign, trying to make it around the corner, and I didn't. And I ended up off the road. I ended up arrested. I ended up going to jail. I ended up losing everything. And so that was a moment then when I came out of jail and I didn't have a single thing left to my name except for my life, pretty much, that I felt pretty low. Well, the difference is that I decided at that time I was not going to make camping a lifestyle. I was going to enjoy camping, go there, have fun, go. I love going camping. I love being outdoors, as many of you may know, and if you don't, I love it. Today, nature and source connection helped me to stay on the right track. So that was a very low point, but then I had made a decision, a thought, okay, I don't want to live like that anymore. So I chose, okay, you have a choice, Stephen. You either fly above the wire, step back into society, or you fly below the wire and never pay taxes again and just live in the woods and don't have to account to anybody, be accountable to anyone. So yeah, I did all of that for a while till I said, this is not it. So then I chose to change. So I made an intention to change. And then before I knew it, things were happening. Friends came to me and said, hey, you can live with us in this house and get off of the street. I don't want to see you on the street anymore, Stephen, so will you do that? And I said, yeah, I will. And so it's been a very long process. So patience is a very important factor here about what I'm talking about empowerment. It takes the determination and the commitment to decide to want to make your life better. If you don't want to make yourself better and you don't want to change your environment and you want to stay in the comfort zone of whatever that might be, well, then continue to go ahead and do that part, you know. But for myself, and I don't mean to be mean here, but I don't really want to hear you complaining about it then, you know, because you chose to want to have to do that. And then when you start to go blaming other people, places, and situations for your circumstance, that's where I'm going to say, well, I think you might think about that. Because I think that we all play a role, a part. We might not be the 100%er of it, but we played a role. And part of that role is allowing it to be. And so if we decide we're not going to allow that type of thing, whatever it might be in our lives, then we need to take action and change it. So I start my day with a prayer. I have a higher power, you know, that divine creative intelligence, that divine creative whatever it is, if you want to say. I call it God, divine thought, whatever. The point is, I wake up and I thank God for another day, because we do have right here and right now, and it's the present. And we have the opportunity right now to make a difference and make a change. And so it is up to us. It is a decision. Do we do it or do we not do it? Okay? I say do it. Step outside the box. Take a hold of your fear, even though it might be fearful. And I do things to this day that are fearful, but I step out and take that chance anyways. Take that leap of faith. I put my faith and my trust in God. And even though I call it God, there's so many different people. I'm not prejudiced against anybody or any religion or anything of this nature. I think that in the end run, we're all trying to achieve the same thing, and that's divine enjoyment of life. Okay, and seeking that higher power, whatever we might call it, to make our lives better. Because I know on my own will, it didn't happen real well. I mean, I made good things happen, but I also made some really painful choices that hurt myself, weren't healthy for me, and weren't healthy for others. Excuse me. So I challenge you today to take action. To take action on your dreams, to take action on the goals that you might have for your life, and write that down on paper, and be thorough about writing down the entire scope of that intention. Put it into a one-word sentence as an affirmation, an I am statement, and then repeat that statement continuously. I suggest you go back, you look at my video yesterday, you can look at it on YouTube as well. It's there. On Mondays, I'm going to be repeating a guided affirmation. Right now, we're working with this one set, and I want to work with that one set of affirmations for a little bit till I change to a new one. But by repeating these things and doing it consistently, and believing in the fact, having that visualization, that feeling that yes, it's true, even though it might not be, is what's going to set you apart and start manifesting these goals and dreams that you might have. Now, in respect to empowerment, tonight, I want you to join me if you can. Certainly catch the replay if you would. And I'm going to do my Get to Know series. And that's an interview process that I basically bring interesting people on a show, get to know, and introduce them to you. Tonight, we've got Charles Prinzen. It's at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. He is a real overcomer. Here is a story about empowerment, about coming from a very, difficult life off of the street and changing it around and growing from his pain so that he might be able to help young people understand that there is, in fact, hope. Because there is hope if we'll allow it. But you have to be willing to allow it first. If you're not willing to listen, you're not willing to accept it, yes, that dark forest is difficult to step out of, I agree. Because I've been in that dark forest. But now, just like Charles, we are the light in the darkness. Just as you are the light in the darkness. We all have a light of love within inside of us. And we have seeds of greatness that we need to nurture and grow, prune away the negative, and replace it with the positive. And when you start replacing the negative with the positive, your life is going to change for the better. I just simply guarantee it. Now for me, it's my faith in my higher power. Okay, it's connecting to nature. It's welcoming in a brand new day and looking at a spectacular sunrise this morning. Okay, it's about praying. It's about sharing my faith with others. It's about serving other people. And that's where I've come to in my point in my life, is to help other people. And that's what I do with Live with Nature, the Sunrise Daybreakers Welcome, the Get to Know, the big plans that I have for this to turn it into a nonprofit and bring interesting people, places, and things from all over the globe to people that might not necessarily be able to have the opportunity to get out into nature and or meet these people or get to know what they have to say. So dude, please join us tonight if you can. If you can't, watch the replay and then know that I'm going to post it up to YouTube on my channel, Stephen Smith, and so that you can watch it there at your leisure. Okay, and then go back and, you know, rewind and listen to the parts that are important to you. So I want to say welcome to Tuesday. Happy Tuesday to you. 2 for Tuesdays, T-Mobile Tuesday. I love T-Mobile. Whatever it might be for you. But let's just try and have a great day. Now this is a structured thing. I'm slowly but surely getting more structured. Tomorrow we have Mental Health Wednesdays. Please join us for Mental Health Wednesdays as well. That's in the morning at about 7 o'clock right now, Eastern time. When the time changes, then we'll be backing it up by an hour. But in the meantime, tomorrow I'll be talking about mental health issues. Okay? I want you to join me for that. So that's Wednesday, Mental Health Wednesday. Thursday is Happiness Thursday, so we'll be talking about happy stuff, you know, better than the bad stuff, right? And then Friday is going to be Love Fridays. Friday stands for love. And so we're going to make it a really loving Friday, okay? Because I think that's what it's about, is sharing the love. Okay, so that's what's coming down the pike. Now, what else is coming down? On Thursday at 5:30 Eastern time, I'll be on a radio show. I'm going to post about that, okay? Face Your Fears. Norma Chapman, okay? I'll be on that radio show. You can dial in, you can be a member, or not a member, you can be a participant and ask questions and be on the show live, okay? So I'll send out information that you can use to get to that show and listen. Then she will post it back up on her Facebook page at a later date so that you can always go back and look at it. And then I'll try and put that up on YouTube as well. So I say welcome. What I'm going to do is step in now to an opportunity for just a quiet time, listening to the birds singing to us, helping you to make that connection to nature. Recognize that you can empower yourself to have a great day. So let's start with doing that quiet time. It's an opportunity for introspection. I use it to repeat my affirmation statements, my I am statements, the things that I say to myself to reinforce the things that I want to see in my life. And remember, you must have the feeling and know in your heart through the faith, something you can not touch or see or necessarily feel. Sometimes you can feel it though, but trust in it, okay? And it will happen. So we'll do that. At the end of that, I'm going to interact with the viewers. I'm going to acknowledge you because I appreciate you all taking time to come and watch. And we'll do a prayer. And I'll pray for you, I'll pray for me, I'll pray for everyone. So thank you everybody that's taken time this morning. I'll acknowledge Michelle. I'm having a hard time seeing because I had the flash on and it's quite bright, and so it tends to affect my vision there for a few moments. So welcome, Michelle Parrish. Thank you so very much for joining, as well as Manny Laverty. Thank you so much, Manny. Manny's coming to us from the UK. Victoria McGregor-Reed. Thank you so very much. Victoria is really awesome. I'll tell you what, if you haven't seen her broadcast, go check that out. She's really got great things to tell us about and share with us. So very awesome. Thank you for showing up there and joining us this morning, Victoria. Melissa Osborne, thank you so very much as well. I appreciate you. Juliet Arden, I'm going to let that last name go. Sani Sue, our super fan and part of our executive staff with Live with Nature. Thank you for joining. Janelle Estonado, thank you for joining. Richard Fay, our artistic champion, and Rick Hannon. Thank you so very much, everybody. Now what we'll do is we'll have a quiet time. We can listen to these birds. I'm going to repeat my affirmation statements, and then I'll be back with a prayer and acknowledgement of the viewers again. So let's just enjoy these birds talking to us. They're singing now. You never know. I'm sure we'll have some squirrels. We had a rabbit the other day. But now I'll just be quiet. How's that? And we can use this as a quiet time and just enjoy the sunrise coming up. Welcome everybody. We just had a quiet time there, an opportunity for some meditation, opportunity to watch the sun coming up. It's a beautiful sky this morning. It is Empowerment Tuesday. Do you feel empowered, or do you feel not so empowered today? I'm suggesting you can feel empowered and you can feel happy. It's all a choice. I can tell you that if you would join us tonight, 7:30 Eastern Time, I'm going to have Charles Prinzen on with me. He is one of the top 25 next impactors from last season. He's got quite a story to tell, quite a difficult, interesting upbringing. Came from the streets, ended up on the streets, came from the streets. We call him Coach Chuck, okay? He's got his own mentoring program and consulting program to help the youth recognize what they've been through and come to some terms with that. I'd love for you to share with me tonight with him. If you can't make it, I understand completely 100%. You can always catch the replay. It'll be on YouTube as well, Stephen Smith. So that's going to be exciting. Get to know Charles Prinzen. What a guy. I've been watching him for a while now. I am empowered. I am empowered. I'm empowered to achieve my dreams and my goals, and they are happening, and miracles happen in my life on a daily basis. I enjoy life now. I didn't always enjoy life, but that's okay. I went through some very unhealthy situations, choices that I had made. I took accountability for those choices. I recognized that I played a part in it. I've certainly been in a situation in my life where I was pointing a finger. Oh, it was your fault. You did that. You caused me to do this. You don't like me because you said that. Well, I don't buy other people's opinions of me anymore necessarily. Yeah, people that are really close to me, I'll listen to them absolutely 100%, and I suggest that we do, because there's some good advice, I'm sure, in that. People that care about you don't tell you things that might be hard to accept because they don't like you. They tell you because they love you. And sometimes that's hard to see. I have been in the forest of darkness. I have definitely been there, but I chose to get out of it. I believe it was a choice then for me to decide, I want out. I'm going to get better. I'm going to fly above the wire. I'm going to be a contributing member to society. And so here I am, and I'm doing it. And I love doing it. I love bringing the connection to nature, the connection to source, the connection to the oneness of all of us, enjoying this beauty that we have around us. If you hadn't seen it, go watch yesterday. We were out there with the lions on the Celery Fields Hill. It was a lot of fun. Great video. Bottom line for me is that I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. I've done video on it before. I just was tired of it. You know, it's just no fun being unhappy. And so it's no fun making choices that don't benefit me. Well, even though some of those choices I thought at the moment didn't benefit me in a positive manner, and they hurt a bunch of people around me, including myself, and it caused me to, you know, in one case lose pretty much all the material stuff. Well, I had to come to terms with that. You know, material stuff is just that. It's nice to have nice stuff, but it's not a necessary thing. Necessary thing is sleep, eat, and take care of ourselves. For us to recognize that we are loved. We all have seeds of greatness. We can nurture those seeds of greatness and become whatever we choose to become. We can achieve anything in our life if we put our mind to it. Maybe a little bit hot and sweaty. It's 74 degrees. It feels like 74 degrees right here in Sarasota, Florida. It's 99% humidity. So we're still in the throes of what people would call summer weather. But we do have some cooler mornings. It's kind of nicer. 74 is cool for us, and it's nice. Welcome to Sarasota. I want you to have a great day today. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to say a prayer. I'm going to be praying for you. I'll be praying for me. I'll be praying for everybody. I got a couple, at least one that I know of, for real. Well, two important prayers for people that I know and care about dearly that need our support and our prayer. And then I'm going to interact again with the live viewers, and I appreciate everybody that comes to take time and join me this morning. I have a higher power. The higher power, excuse me, and the connection to nature is what helps to keep me centered. If you haven't gotten out into nature, do it, because it's good for you. Just admire whatever's around you. People might call me strange or weird. I don't care. I told you earlier, other people's opinions of me really are none of my business, and so I don't need to get wrapped up in what they think about me. Okay? If they've given me some good advice, then I just need to take action to solve maybe something and make myself a better person, because every day is an opportunity to learn and to grow and to become a better person. So my higher power and having faith in Him has made my life completely different. And I just don't know how to say that any differently. You don't have to agree with me, absolutely. But I think that everybody can agree that they would prefer to be happier, prefer to be motivated, prefer to achieve their dreams and goals. But it takes a lot of work. In the comfort zone, the easy road is easy. That's why it's called the easy road. The higher road, the road of achievement, the road of motivation, the mode of learning and growing and accepting situations for what they are, is much more difficult. Plain and simple. So it's going to take a lot of work. It's going to take consistency, determination, dedication, and visualization of our goals and dreams already achieved. Okay? So in that thinking, I'm going to start by saying, Dear Lord, thank you. Thank you for today. Thank you for another opportunity to be able to wake up and to be able to share my stories about myself and how I've overcome obstacles and how I've, broken through barriers that used to hold me back. And I just ask that you would share that feeling and sense of the fact that we can achieve anything if we have faith in ourselves. Lord, if we're not happy with ourselves, allow us to release our negative thinking. Allow us to then replace that negative thinking with positive thinking. And then to continue to put an action plan behind our thoughts and intentions so that we can achieve our dreams and goals. I would also ask, Lord, that you would pray for all, be with us and pray everybody for all of the people that happen to be suffering right now, particularly for the addiction situation, because that's close to my heart, Lord, and you know that they can overcome that addiction, that they can step out of the false sense of reality into the real reality of love of life. Lord, particularly bless and help bring a sense of peace and understanding and awareness to Adam and to others out there right now that are going through some situations that are affecting them and that their life is changing. Lord, allow us to recognize that even though it seems like the end of life might be happening because of a circumstance that we experienced, that in fact, that's our opportunity for a new beginning. That we can take that experience and apply it in a positive manner to become a better person and to have learned from our experiences. And then to share our experiences and our strength and our hope with others so that they might enjoy a happier life. Lord, if we are suffering for health issues or for the loss of a loved one or for, relationship or family issues that seem insurmountable, allow us to know that they can be overcome, that we can continue in our lives in a mode of accepting the situation for exactly as it is, moving past that, and then working towards a happy future by being consciously aware of our moment right here and right now. Lord, you are the creator of all things. You are the creative consciousness. You are the creative thought. Lord, I release these words to the universe. They support us in these truths. And therefore, it shall be. And I pray these words in Jesus' name, amen. I say amen, and I also say namaste, namaskar. I say so it is, but that's a redundancy of amen, because amen means it is, you know. So it is. It can be happy. Happy Tuesday. Let's have a great day today. I appreciate everybody that takes time to come and join me. I'll remind you again, tonight, 7:30 Eastern, Charles Prinzen, please come and join me. Thursday at 5:30 Eastern, Norma Chapman, Face Your Fears. I'll be on the radio with her. And tomorrow, of course, is Mental Health Wednesday. So join me if you can for that. Catch the replay if you can. Share this on out to people that you think might benefit from it. And then let's have a great day, right? Let's just enjoy ourselves. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to acknowledge the live viewers. I so much appreciate y'all for taking time. Michael Shanini, thank you so very much for joining us here on the Sunrise Daybreakers broadcast of welcoming in a brand new day. Michael Alexander, thank you as well. Just going to pop this up a little bit higher. I appreciate you watching as well. We all do. Let's get to know each other and, you know, reach out to each other like I was talking about Victoria. You know, she's a great person. Everybody here is great. We have these seeds of greatness. Let's just nurture them. And recognize that patience is a big deal. Mark Borg, thank you for joining, as well as Bob Rocco and Spencer Rose, thank you for joining. The birds are on their way to their day jobs. I'm going to have to get rolling here fairly soon to be on my day job as well. So thank you very much, Spencer. And I do appreciate it. I saw someone shared this out. Yeah, do share this out. You know, if you have groups that you're involved with on Facebook, let others know about this. It really is an opportunity to empower ourselves today. We have to take action on it and make it happen. Because if we don't do anything, we're not going to get anything. We'll stay exactly where we are. And I think that that's not a real common trait of most people. We always seem to want to have more or know more. And so if we just allow ourselves to be in that moment of, I want to achieve this, or I'd like to make my relationship with my family better, or my brother, or my sister, or my mom or dad, or I want to get over, you know, feeling so depressed about the loss of a loved one, whatever it might be, just set a positive intention, and you can then overachieve that. Then you can achieve that and overcome what might have been bothering you in the past. So wisdom, thank you very much. And Sonny Sue, and I think I missed somebody. Did I say Mark Borg? Thank you for joining. Wisdom, I appreciate you joining. And Michelle Paris, one of our regular viewers, thank you so very much. I appreciate you very much. And Michelle is coming to us too, as well, from the UK. Manny Laverty in the UK. Victoria McGregor Reed, she's here in the States. And Melissa Osborne up in New York. Thank you so very much this morning, Melissa. I hope you're having a great day. Juliet, thank you for joining. Janelle Estonado, thank you. Richard Fay, our artistic champion. Rick Hannon, he's also watching with us. And so thank you so very much, everybody. I'm just going to adjust this camera over here maybe a little bit so that we can kind of catch maybe a little bit better view of the sun coming up. At a little bit different angle as well. So I want to thank everybody for taking time to come and join me this morning. I want you to have a great day. Empower yourself to achieve whatever dreams and goals that you might have. It's going to take a little bit of work. That's okay. You know, a little bit of challenge never hurts anybody. And the more we challenge ourselves, the more we can learn and grow. Don't worry about making mistakes. Mistakes happen. That's all part of it. But the fact of the matter is that in making mistakes, I say fall forward. When you fall down, fall forward with your eyes open. Get back up. Do something to change it. Learn from that experience. Apply the positive, release the negative, and have a great day. This is Stephen Smith with Live with Nature on the Sunrise Daybreakers edition here. Take care. Happy Tuesday to you. Have a wonderful day, and we'll see you all soon. I will be back tonight with Charles Prinzen on Get to Know Charles Prinzen. Thank you so very much. Take care, everybody. We'll see you all soon.